Alongside Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. We'll talk to Allie LaForce, who's on the sidelines as well. It'll be the Knicks off the tip. Here's Anunoby. Lays it up and banks it in. Grant, looking at these two teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh, yeah. This should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
For three, James nails it from beyond the arc.
You know, really impossible to know what James is thinking in advance. I mean, especially in these sets.
To the paint. Lets it fly. Towns gets the bucket.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Pass to Reeves. Back to Doncic. Here's the three. It's rebounded by New York. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Tom Thibodeau. We talked about how exhausting it is to go up against Luka Doncic. Coach told me, quote, Luka's probably the toughest cover in the league because no one has been able to figure out a way to stop him. We have to just bring the intensity and do our best to slow him down. It's going to take a team effort to get that done. Back to you, B.A.
Okay, thanks, Allie. 6 to shoot. And slam dunk by James.
An ultra competitor in everything he does. LeBron doesn't go up just for the simple layup. He wants to throw it down.
Now here's Doncic. Here's the second effort. And James finishes it off. James has got 7 points in the game.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Bridges misses.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Well, Grant, one thing about this Knicks team, they have a clear identity.
Yeah, they have the mentality of their city, New York City. Playing the game with passion and in-your-face attitude. And, of course, these Knicks leave it all out on the floor.
Doncic, no good.
When you're wide open like that, no need to fade away.
And that one's good. Brunson
doesn't fear going in amongst the trees. Remarkable poise there inside.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He wants to review the game plan. And the Lakers making a change here. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. And here's Doncic. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. They trail by 1. To the inside. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Hey, I know he makes a lot of threes, but he is not just a shooter. Finney Smith will throw it down on you if you're not careful.
Now here's Brunson. Kicks it out, Towns. Brunson taking his time here. Back to Towns. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. That's on Dorian Finney-Smith.
Textbook up fake there. Towns does a great job, earns himself a trip to the line.
Offensively, Karl Anthony Towns is one of the most well-rounded big men in the league, Grant.
Yeah, maybe in league history, B.A. He's an elite three-point shooter, post scorer, and his passing is severely underrated. It can help a big man's game to hit those free throws. It keeps the defense from getting too aggressive.
Pass to Reeves. Back to Doncic. It's hauled in by Robinson. The Knicks with the lead. Here's Hart. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Now here's Doncic. Yet to see a basket. Beyond the arc. He can't get that one to fall.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
Back to Bridges. A shot from the high post. And he gets it to go off the front iron.
Oh, so solid from the mid-range. Bridges understands when to rise up from there.
Screen by James. Elbow shot. And it's good for two. James has got 9.
And, you know, he's going to take that shot every time. The defense has to respect him from the mid-range.
Pass to Hart. Here's Towns. Hachimura covering. And it's powered home by Towns.
Boy, look at the big fella elevating when Towns goes to the rim. He's doing it on and with purpose.
From deep, here's Doncic. He buries it from 3. And he jams it home with authority.
And, you know, we can't measure Hart. I mean, he's not as big as the other power forwards, but his jumping ability and mindset is incredible.
Good scoring in this one as we conclude the first quarter. Knicks. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from what we've seen from New York, what's your take so far?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
And, you know, for them, guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Jalen Brunson's craft sets him apart. He said, quote, "I've always played with my instincts and tried to see the game a couple plays ahead. As I've gotten older, that part of my game has gotten wiser and better, but I'm still learning." Ryan, that's a scary thought for the rest of the league.
He's already plenty dangerous, Allie. On the wing, Hachimura. Back to Doncic. And here's Reeves outside. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Knifing to the rim with ease. Brunson attacks these open lanes with tenacity.
Out to Hachimura. Doncic outside. Kenny Smith a screen. Fader on the way. Again, the Lakers. Grant, when you talk about consistency and officiating game to game, you think there's room for improvement?
You know, I do think so. I mean, they're allowing more contact, but overall, more clarity on what constitutes legal guarding position would help players and officials.
Here's McBride. The Lakers getting their last shot to go. Towns with room to shoot. Another one falls for New York.
Nice jumper there from Towns. Boy, he's got a beautiful stroke.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Both teams deciding to change it up. And Reeves has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. They trail by 1. You know, Grant, after losing in the first round last season, it felt like changes were inevitable for the Lakers.
Yeah, making the playoffs isn't enough for that franchise. They are all about championship success, and anything short of that is a failure.
Now here's Reeves. Towns with a rebound. And New York has possession. Here's McBride. And it's New York scoring again. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. James with the ball. Hard covering. And there's the foul. It'll go on Miles McBride. That's his first foul. And the Lakers have possession. It's a three-point game. From deep, Reeves drains the triple. Reeves has got 6 points.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
Here's Hart. Drives to the hoop. Got a hand on it. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. Here's Towns. His fourth make in 5 tries. Solid start for him.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
It's James on the wing. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Clark, it's special getting to call LeBron James games. How is the King still doing this at this age?
B.A., I think there are guys that come along every 30, 40 years that are just different than other guys, other players. He's in that category, one of the all-time greats. And he's just been remarkable. Certainly DNA has a role in his longevity and excellence, but you got to give him a ton of credit. He's committed to being at a high level for a long time, and it's remarkable to watch him do what he's doing at this age.
Doncic. Nope. Shooting 3 for 8 in the game now. To the left side wing. Outside Anunoby. Here's Brunson. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. James left side. And here's Doncic outside. The shot's good on the assist by James.
You know, if Luka wants the three-point shot, he just takes it. No hesitation.
Outside Brunson. James with the rebound. If they play this right, they can go 2 for 1.
Yeah, they really have to work the clock right now.
Another miss by Doncic.
Yeah, you have to knock those down. Open shots inside the arc are rare in this league.
Nice vision that time from Towns. And, you know, he's got that skill set.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. Jalen Brunson picks one up.
So close on the finish. I mean, it could have been a three-point opportunity.
Full throttle, pedal to the metal, attacking basketball. I like that.
New York trailing. Pass to Towns. It's stolen by James. And that's a foul called on OG Anunoby. That's his first foul of the game. We're in the bonus now, and they'll go to the line. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. That free throw good from James.
Look, the physicality has always stood out with LeBron. It's been obvious, but his basketball IQ is what makes him such a special, special player. I mean, he sees the game like very few ever have.
Here's Towns. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. The Lakers on top. They lead by 3. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Los Angeles leading by 3. Pass to Reeves. Back to Doncic. Reeves with the ball. Doncic outside. Just 5 to shoot. Oh, drains the 19-footer. Doncic has got 14 points for the game.
Luka Magic has been on display tonight. He is in full control, piling up the points.
Screen by Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
And when you look at the Lakers, a lot has happened since their championship run in 2020, Clark.
Yeah, it really has, B.A., and I think some of it you have to attribute it to a significant amount of roster turnover. And then you pair that with coaching changes. One of the keys to being successful in anything and at any level and in the NBA, stability, continuity. You've got to have it with your executive management team, coaches, and players. And they've not had that, so the consistency has been hard to find.
Now here's Doncic. 14 points for him. Shoots over Bridges. Oh, Luka, like a bull in there.
No matter what you throw at Doncic, he'll adapt. Nice shot there.
And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Here's Brunson. Deflected. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Reeves. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks, Brian. The Knicks, one of the top defensive teams in the league, and it starts in the paint. Coach Tom Thibodeau said, quote, "We've prided ourselves on having a tight shell. We've got great rim protection, guys who take charges, and we're aggressive on the ball. Guys, great defense has always been Tibbs' MO."
And nothing has changed now. Thanks, Allie. Now, here is James. Just 5 on the clock. Offline with a baseline jumper. Knicks trail by 5. Outside Hart. Outside Anunoby. Here's Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Exactly what they needed from Towns. Using his size and strength to box out and keep that play alive.
Now, here is James. He's got 13. Pass to Goodwin. Back to James. James double teamed. Shoots over Hart. Reeves up top. From the arc. Knocks it down from distance. Reeves has got 9.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
James with the ball, and it's Anunoby picking him up. And that's a foul called on OG Anunoby. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul. Coming onto the floor.
1:52 left to play in the third quarter. James left side. Double team on James. Clock at 2. Here's Reeves. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. And now an 8-point Los Angeles lead.
Well, I'm not sure how that one found the bottom of the net, but hey, you take it when it comes.
Here's Brunson outside. Yes, sir! Brunson for 3.
You know, some threes look better than others, and Brunson's lefty stroke from 3 is a beautiful thing.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
On the court, it's your High Squad. It's time for T-shirts.
And the Lakers making a change here. A minute 20 left in the third quarter. Hayes with a screen. Here's Doncic. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. In 2024, Luka Doncic recorded 6 consecutive 30-point triple-double games.
That's right, B.A. The first time anyone has done it in NBA history. So if you didn't already believe in Luka magic, well, there's some proof that the magic is real.
To the middle. Here's Brunson outside. And again, New York with the triple.
And you can't forget to guard these corner spots, or guys like Brunson will hurt you.
Pass to Goodwin. There's 47 seconds left to play in the third. 5 on the clock. Back to Doncic. And the shot is good. Drop it in off the front of the rim. Doncic has got 8 points here in the quarter. Outside Brunson. Brunson inside with the finish.
And man, you gotta appreciate how efficient Brunson is. I mean, he takes and makes high percentage shots.
Here's Doncic. And count it. 8 of 14 now. He's rolling. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. Tipped. Now Doncic. Gets it off. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. Oh, what a performance by Luka Doncic. He has been the story for the Lakers. And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. Knicks trail by 6. Now here's Brunson. Pass to Robinson. Back to Anunoby. 5 to shoot. Out to Bridges. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. Robinson gets the bucket.
Yeah, making the smart pass there. I mean, Bridges doesn't just hold the ball.
James outside. Pass to Hachimura. Knocks down the long J. Hachimura's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
This has been the story of the game, a battle fought on offense.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Now, he may only be 6'1", but Brunson plays much bigger than that. I mean, he plays with a physicality.
Doncic up top. And he drives in. And he lays it up and in. Doncic has got 12 points in just the second half.
He is the story for them offensively and a big reason why they're ahead.
They get it again. Robinson. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
Well, Grant, all the high hopes Knicks fans have had in recent years, they have finally come to fruition.
Yeah, it really was good to see the Knicks have a great campaign last year. From the players to the coaches to the front office and the fans. They've pressed all the right buttons.
Here's Bridges. Basket counts.
Yeah, relentless worker. Bridges, so tough inside.
Los Angeles leading by 5. Spins. Oh, Doncic playing above the rim.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
Pass to James. Back to Doncic. And no good trying to use the glass. This is why you want ball movement and player movement.
And that's made it hard for the defense to key in on any one individual. Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
So both teams making some changes here. That one's no good.
Just a tough miss at the line. They're down 2 baskets now.
Here's Doncic. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That's on Mikal Bridges.
You know what separates Doncic from most players? He's really calm under pressure, great poise. You can't speed him up. He plays at his own pace.
And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, over the last break I listened to Tom Thibodeau address the team. He had some words of confidence for his team, saying all it takes is a few chances. We make a few plays down the stretch, we can steal this thing from them. Back to you guys.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
I guess you don't need 2 hands when one will suffice.
Hey, as long as you don't lose control.
Yeah, I like the variety, though. Nice to switch it up.
Los Angeles leading by 5. Here comes LeBron. Over Hart. Ooh, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in.
LeBron's skill level is so great. I mean, that mid-range is not his go-to, but he can do it all, so it looks like it's part of his go-to.
And it's James with the jam. And now a 9-point Laker lead.
An elite scorer, demonstrating once again how fast he can fill it up.
Back to Anunoby. Ooh, went in there strong and tried to power it down. But he drew the contact, and he'll head to the line.
Yeah, I agree. That's a good play. I mean, you stopped a sure thing slam dunk with that foul, and I think you send a bit of a message, too, about your physicality and force in the basket area.
And that's a foul called on OG Anunoby. That's his third foul so far. And so it's James with it. He brings it up for the Lakers. Driving in. James carves his way inside.
That's really how LeBron prefers to finish, at full speed, driving hard and dictating the pace and keeping pressure on the defense.
Here's Brunson outside. It's Hayes with the rebound. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Lakers.
You have to like what you've seen from them defensively. They've done well contesting shots and have managed to come away with some blocks too. Well, now it's just a matter of watching the sand fall through the hourglass. This game is wrapped up in a strong showing for the Lakers.
I was really impressed with their attitude today, Grant. Competitive game, they battled through every step of the way.
And BA, can you say big time effort and energy? I mean, just a tremendous performance. They were well deserving of this win.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Luka Doncic.
Boy, this game really had his name all over it. I mean, he relished being the guy to carry the load offensively.
And here's Doncic outside. And Los Angeles, another three.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
And it's a Lakers ball. They've got a 9-point lead. James can't get it to go. So we see the Lakers get